Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today we're gonna check out finally the Flywoo FlyTimes 85 with the O4 Pro system. And I just finished reviewing the Flylens 85 with the O4 Pro and I'm very impressed with this drone because it's improving not only camera wise but also tuning wise, and it flies amazing. And I remember the O3 version of the FlyTimes flying better than this, so I'm very curious to see which one I will prefer between these two. Let's open the box and see what's inside. You get a pretty beefy accessory bag, the drone inside a bag, and your usual paperwork and stickers with number stickers for the battery. In the accessory bag you get a USB-C cable, 3 different sizes of battery mounting adapters, 2 landing pads, extra TPU propeller guard, extra 2-inch bi-blade propellers, a lot of extra screws and grommets, Phillips screwdriver and M2 key. Let's finally unwrap the drone and boom, it looks just like the O3 version, but they made the camera mount wider for the O4 Pro system. This is the kit version of the drone. I need to add my own O4 system, but it's very easy. Here there is the plug, you just unscrew the bottom, install the VTX and the camera and you're ready to go. And boom, I just installed the O4 system and the weight is 74 grams, which is about 10 grams lighter than the Flylens 85, and if you use the right battery, like a 450 maximum, 550 HV, this drone can also be sub 100 grams if you're interested about that. You can also remove this bottom cover, which is only protecting the O4 system, and you remove a couple grams further. The drone comes with a 2mm carbon fiber frame. It's super streamlined to keep it light. The propeller guards holder are made of aluminum, and the super lightweight prop guard is made of 3D printed TPU. You can reprint it in whatever color you want, and you can also order it in whatever color you want. The drone looks very fragile, but actually is quite resistant, between being incredibly light, so it doesn't have inertia, and the build is quite resistant. I have crashed the previous version a lot and it didn't have any damage. The only way I broke it is crashing head first into a rock, and I broke the camera lens. That's the only damage I did. Of course, this is not a drone for crashing, but it can take a couple crashes here and there unless you are unlucky. And the thing that makes me excited a lot is not only the very lightweight and safety, of course, but also the soft mount for the O4 system. This means the drone is reliable when you shoot, and whatever happens, there is wind, there is a lot of light, the drone is never gonna have Jello in your footage. It's never gonna have weird rolling shutter artifacts. And that's something that, especially with these new O4s, I have seen a lot in other drones, and I'm glad they found a way to avoid it. The battery mounting system is nice if you keep using the same battery size, but if you have to start swapping them out on the field, it can get a little bit cumbersome. A battery strap probably would have been better, but I mean, it works at the end of the day. The electronics is the same as the Flylens 85 with the O4 system. You have 10 O3 14,000 kV Robo motors, an IF4 flight controller with 12 amp CSC, a USB-C plug for connecting to your computer, and also it has a 9 volt 2 amps battery eliminator circuit to keep the O4 powered on no matter the battery voltage, because usually 2S drones, if they are not made right like this is, if you discharge the battery or maybe you are punching out, the battery voltage drops and sometimes your camera can shut down. I love that they fix this issue on this drone. And finally, it's time to fly. I'm gonna use these 3 batteries recommended by Flywoo. The 550 mAh 2S HV, 750 and 1000 mAh. Of course, this is the less battery life, but the more agile, middle ground, more battery life, less agile. So you can see which one you like better, and you can just get one style of battery because you have to deal with this battery mounting system. Today is a very bright day, and I'm gonna test this drone without any filters because I have to check if there is Jello or not, but probably it's a good idea to put some. Luckily, Flywoo makes their own, they are super lightweight, and boom, they sit super flush on the camera, and they also offer a little bit of extra protection on your lens. Let's fly with the 550 mAh. And boom. It makes less noise than the Flylens 85. I can see a little bit of the wires, the purple wire at the bottom of the drone. The camera angle is like between 5 and 10. So if you fly indoors, maybe this can be a concern. I'm gonna try later. But, I mean, the camera is pretty flat already, so probably it's fine. And you can always remove the front part if it's a problem for you. You can just cut that kind of wire. Let's... Okay, it's more stable than the Flylens. More silent. I need to put some expo, I forgot. So that's why. But yes, it's. I have to check if I am biased, but it seems to be flying better than the. Oh. Yeah, I need to put some expo because I'm not used to the controls like this. And I had the chicken here up until like 5 minutes ago. As soon as they heard the drone, they started running. Man, I saw one here. Because this is another perfect chicken chaser drone. Now let me put it in angle so I have natural expo. Okay. Now the image is super bright today. Look, the chicken, yeah, they are not caring too much about the drone today. This is a testament to how light and silent it is. It's quite more silent than the Flylens. I didn't expect it because they are using the same motor, same propellers. But not having ducks seems to really help. It sounds cleaner, flies cleaner. Even though the Flylens, the new Flylens, it's already flying pretty good, but yeah, this is better if you wanna freestyle a little bit outdoors. It's a nice Toothpick with a cinematic camera attached to it. It's very well balanced, and I love the way it flies. And I am torn between these and the Flylens. They are both S-tier drones, I would say. This one, it's better if you don't have to fly indoors, if you don't have to fly around people. Well, this will hold the wind better, fly better outdoors, have better efficiency, better agility, and yeah, we are filling up the pool. But of course, it's also less protected. If you're flying mostly indoors around people, get the Flylens. And that's it, basically. But both of these drones will be incredible for being incredibly light, incredibly safe, and still fly better and not have Jello. They will take the shot home, nobody will ever complain. Like, these are the drones I fly when I'm not supposed to. 335, probably it's time to go back. Yes. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? No. You see, the battery is very down, but the camera will not shut down. This is thanks to the 9-volt battery eliminator circuit. So 3 minutes and 40, let's say, of flying. It seems to be more efficient, of course, than the Flylens. Let's fly with the 750 milliamps. Makes slightly more noise, but very silent. I see slight more vibration now, but it's not gonna transfer into the stabilized video. This is not the camera soft mount, I believe. This is the whole drone being very small and shaking together and making the camera shake as well. Because it's not Jello, it's just the whole camera being translated. But it's very low speed vibration, which is not Jello again. Especially now with this sun. If it doesn't have Jello today, it will never have it. Ha. Look, today the chicken don't really care that much about the drone. Oh, I don't know what I was doing, but that was a very, very bad move. Like this one, told you. A little bit of dirt entered the motor and the motor was locked, but I just gave it a spin with my hand and I dislodged it. Now this battery is gonna last a little bit less because it was sitting on the ground for a bit, but still it's gonna give us. Oh my god! You know what? I don't know what's up with me today, but yesterday with the Flylens I was flying a little bit better. Maybe accroing back here with the extra latency. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you it's the latency. But I don't know. I've been flying drones for a few days now. I was rusty the first day, but today I should not be, you know. I also have the Expo now, so really I have no excuse to fly this bad today. The drone is flying very good. It's just me, maybe I'm very hot because summer is coming. But with the 750 is working very, very, very nice. Hey, can we do this? Yeah. It's not like a 5-inch, it doesn't recover as well, but still, yeah. If you want to do a little bit of acro, safe acro, don't crash this drone too much, you are very fine. Ah, nice. We also have the timer of the on minutes, which is 6 minutes, 7 minutes on, 4 minutes of flying, a couple minutes of downtime in the grass. I expected more chicken, but the chicken got very, very, very smart. Also, I have an update on the magpie nest. They seems to have stopped building it. It is the same as it was on the Flylens video a couple of days ago. So yeah, maybe the crow got the best, or maybe the magpies didn't like me flying around their nest. I don't know. Sure thing is, I cook pizza, I eat outside, so maybe that was not the best place for making a nest if they didn't want to get seen, you know. I hope. Why always destroy the batteries? 4 minutes and 40, kind of the same as before, but the drone was sitting a lot on the ground. And lastly, let's fly with the 1000 milliamps. Okay, I lowered the camera angle slightly. You can see the wires at the corners. Probably they're gonna be stabilized away. Let's do a punch out first. Okay, still pretty good. Will not complain. The little antennas are like 2-3% worse than the original ones from the O4 system, but still you can see the amount of range I'm getting. Now they are also very flush on the drone, so yeah, they have the battery covering them, but I will say it's a pretty good result. Yeah, I mean the O4 system is just very good with the signal. I remember not being able to fly with my RC, not even my VTX back there, and now my VTX can reach it. It's crazy. And also we have a ton of vegetation now. Everything is green, full of water inside, and water is not very good for signal. So you also have to account for that. In winter, flying is much better with the signal because there is no water inside the leaves. And there are no leaves. Okay, now I am happy. I understand what's happening. The chicken are all inside the bushes because it's very hot. And they are hot as well. They gotta find somewhere shaded and cool to rest. But also they like sunbathing. And I often see them opening their wings and just taking in all the sun. But today it's kind of very, very, very hot. At least the sun radiation is strong. It's not hot. It's not like the air is not hot. It's just if you are in the sun, it's hot. If you are in the shade, it's not. And this drone is a great, great, great chicken chaser. I don't know if it's as good as the Flylens, because with the Flylens you have a little bit more confidence having the propeller ducks around it. You really, really can't hurt anything. This one is a little bit more open, even around people. If you crash on somebody's hair, you have more chances of doing damage, of, how do you say, tangling the propellers into the hair. But still, it's pretty good, this one. Maybe having a lot of pokey things coming out, if you get someone in the eye, this one is a little bit worse, but just try not crashing against people. Yeah. I don't know why, but I like flying the 1000 the best, because the drone becomes chiller, it becomes more composed, and I just have more time to think. It also has more inertia when you go up. So a little bit of weight is not bad. Also in wind it's gonna be better, you're gonna have more power to confront the wind. So I would say if you get this drone and you don't have special requirements to be super light. Oh my god, I almost dunked the drone in the pool. If you don't have special requirements to be sub 100 grams, the 1000 battery probably is the best choice. Yeah, you don't have the same inertia as a 5-inch. Like, the drone stops if you don't. Yeah, if you don't push. This drone doesn't like that kind of move. It always seems to shake when I do that. Let's do an inverted yaw spin. Oh. Yeah, it's not the most powerful drone, but if you wanna just go and do some cinematic in a city, the speed is not bad. It's like 60-70 kilometers per hour probably. You can push it a little bit more, but it's out of the cruising zone. But truly, that's the way you're gonna use this drone, just cruising around and not disturbing anyone. If the police comes, it's a toy drone, it's less than 100 grams. Like, it's very hard they're gonna do something. You have to be flying in an airport for that to happen. Okay, so the battery is, yeah, it's probably time to land, but I'm gonna fly slightly more because it's a 1000. If you fly very slow with this battery, you probably can get up to 10 minutes, maybe indoors. And this is a drone you can still fly indoors, but the Flylens is better indoors, it's more protected. Yeah, the battery seems to have stabilized. Now these batteries are, what, 1 year old? So they are not the freshest batteries. But still, I would say they work pretty nicely. Oh, the cat. The cat. Mono, my cat. Yeah, he doesn't care too much about the drones. Wow, the battery has stabilized on 3 volts, 52, it doesn't care. And we are keeping going. Wow. Man, my English, I don't know why it's so much words. I don't know, I'm becoming stupid. I need to practice a little bit more. I say things and then I realize, what the hell I just said. Okay, it was time to land anyways. 6 minutes 44, the 1000 milliamps, much better. And between all of those batteries, the one I liked the most was probably the 1000 milliamps, because it seems like you get many advantages and not many disadvantages. Like, the drone is still agile, it still flies very good, but also you get a lot more battery life, a lot more endurance, a little bit more inertia, which really helps tame the drone. If you're flying indoors, it's tamer, it's better. If you fly outdoors, the wind is gonna have a harder time moving the drone. And also, if you go long range, not only you have more range, and actually you also have more power to push against the wind. So I recommend this battery. For what concerns the drone, I feel like this is another S-tier option. If you're looking for something lightweight, safe, silent, that kind of goes unnoticed, this is perfect for indoors and perfect for outdoors with no wind, for mid-range in urban areas, and that's probably where I will use it. And this drone will go on my backpack for sure. I will add a little GPS on the back so I can go a little bit longer range. I don't find many cons about this drone really. Maybe it's a little bit exposed, but that's part of the game of keeping it lightweight. I'm still not a fan of the battery mounting system, but if you keep using one battery, it's actually better than a battery strap, I will say. And if you put the camera angle at 0, you're gonna see this line, but if you cut it, it goes away, and really it's not offering a ton of protection anyway, so probably I will cut it. You can, you already get a spare one in the box if you need it, but you can reprint them very easily. And lastly, which drone should you get between the Flylens and the FlyTimes? I feel like they are very similar now that this has been upgraded. They fly very closely, and maybe this one is a little bit better indoors. You can still do outdoors, but if you fly around people or if you're a new pilot, it's a little bit more protected. This one shines a little bit better outdoors, especially with a little bit of wind. It's gonna hold it much better because it's more open and also slightly more efficient thanks to the lighter weight. But I feel like I will recommend this to more expert pilots because it's a little bit easier to break this one. And that's all for today. As always, remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know which one you prefer the most and what do you think about this FlyTimes 85. If you want to buy something, check out the links in the description down below because you also get a coupon, and clicking on them you help my channel a lot. Thank you so much, stay safe and happy flying. Bye!